In today's video we're going to be talking about the weather in Europe for late February, and do we have a chance of a cold outbreak in late February over Europe? Can we have the beast from the east returning, how they call it in United Kingdom and in parts of Europe, where we have a very cold air coming from the Arctic or from Siberia, and this cold air affects parts of Europe. First Eastern Europe, then Central Europe, and in some cases even Western Europe. And when this very cold air meets with some moisture, let's say over the Mediterranean Sea, this can potentially bring some powerful Mediterranean cyclones with snow for the Mediterranean area. Or if this cold air even pushes westward and goes to the United Kingdom, it can reach the moisture from the Atlantic with Atlantic system and bring snow in there. But let's analyze what are the chances of such kind of severe cold outbreak over Europe for late February. Now I'm showing you a map of 10 hectopascals. This is up in the stratosphere, around 25 to 32 kilometers above the ground. So starting from today, the 5th of February, we expect a major sudden stratospheric warming effect to take place in the stratosphere. And once this warming takes in place, you can see here the warm colors that I'm circling now in pink. So this is the area where we expect this warming to take place. When we have such kind of severe and sudden warming in the stratosphere, this disrupts the polar vortex. Once the polar vortex is disrupted, this can potentially have effects in the troposphere if the troposphere is in a state of readiness to receive those changes directly from the stratosphere. I'm going to explain it in the most easy way, and I'm going to miss some steps just for it to be as simple as possible. When the polar vortex is disrupted, this means that for Europe specifically, we can have bigger chances of a high pressure system building over Scandinavia or over Greenland, and at the same time for the winds over Europe to become easterly and for us to have cold air coming from the Arctic or from Siberia. And what is the state of the readiness that is required for those changes to take place? The state of the readiness of the troposphere means that we should already have some kind of blocking over Scandinavia or Greenland, and if this is in place, then the changes in the stratosphere can further strengthen this powerful anticyclone and allow for more cold air to flow over Europe. Now let's check the latest forecast from the Euromodel. We're looking at a map that shows what is the temperature at around 1.5 kilometers above the ground, and let's go directly to the latest hours. Here you can see after the 14th of February this major cold wave that comes to Eastern Europe. This is presented in a lot of runs of the models, even though it's quite far away. It is 10 days ahead. We can say that there is a chance for this cold wave to affect Europe. And here you can see basically a simulation of this beast from the east, how they call it in United Kingdom. And we had such kind of beast from the east in 2018, which brought severe weather to Europe with snowstorms over the UK and also over parts of Central and Eastern Europe. We are not sure whether this is going to happen yet, but at least we have some ingredients that are currently present and can potentially cause this powerful cold wave to affect Europe. So this is something that we need to monitor in the next days, and let's see what is going to happen with this cold wave. Let me just show you one more map. So right now we're looking at a map at around 5.5 kilometers above the ground, and on this map we can see where we have anticyclones and cyclones. And here you can see by the 13th of February we have this powerful anticyclone here simulated over Scandinavia. This is by the Euromodel, and based on this upward motion of the jet stream going northwards, we have also a dip. Here you can see the trough that is going downwards, southwards, and this trough is going to bring very cold air over Europe. At least this is the expectation for now. So starting from the 30th of February, the model suggests that we can have this major cold wave affecting parts of Europe, mostly Eastern and Central Europe. But depending on the strength and the position of this anticyclone, the cold air could potentially flow even westward to the United Kingdom, or if this anticyclone is positioned more to the east, then this cold wave is going to affect mostly Eastern Europe and Asia. So this is something that we need to monitor in the following days and see exactly where this cold wave is going to be positioned, whether it's going to be over Europe or it's going to affect more Asia. So stay tuned for my next forecast and you have the most recent updates.